Good morning, everyone. Today is October the 29th. It's a Thursday, day after the Fed. So I'm going to make this quick pre-market watch list, trade ideas for people to have a good look at. Going to try to do these at least 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not going to say every day of the week because that gets a little tough sometimes. So anyway, having a look, the SPOOs are down this morning. ES minus 8 points. As we're looking at this right here on the daily. We had a nice candle yesterday. I actually had 2100 as a nice even level to watch out for, but it doesn't look like we're going to get back up there. And I want to say that I think the main thing coming is that the Fed did hint towards rates being hiked in December, and we all know if they're not hiked in December, they're going up probably in the first quarter of next year. So I think the markets may start to pull that in a little bit. Anyway, we can see oil is down about half a buck right now from yesterday, which I would love to see oil come on back down for some of my USO positions and other oil-related stock positions. The bonds have come way down a bit this morning, so we'll see how things play out. But I'm looking for a nice little pullback day, which is something we need. That's the 1 minute on the SPOOs this morning. So nice little downtrend right there overnight, early morning, starting to bounce back up. So something to look at. But once again, we're down 8 points this morning. Oil down half a buck. The Nasdaqs are looking to open down about 25 points right now, and the Dow about 67. To roll over into some tickers that I will be looking at today. Potash is one that I'm swinging, but that was one that I was trying to follow some options activity. Only did a very small contract size into this one, so it's all the way out until March. Anyway, their little earnings did not help nor hurt anything. First one is ADSK. I think I played this one last week on some news, maybe. But anyway, as you can see, I have to keep my trend line out. This right here. Now these levels aren't exact, but it's just so that you can get the idea. So as you can see, we got right over this. So on a pullback, I'm probably looking to take ADSK alongside, but I want to get a nice little pullback. On this one, I'll draw fib lines to see where I may find some support, but I like to use the moving averages. So if I'm down here around my 21 or my 39 EMA, then that's what I will use. Next, Carnival Cruise Lines. As you can see, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Carnival has had a decent uptrend. You would have to hold, for a week or two in some of these valleys to get to the peaks. But if we look right here, as you can see where I'm drawing my lines, Carnival got over that area right there. Then we pushed up basically to the top of that wick right there. So this is another one that I would be looking for an entry on a deep pullback. And to tell you the truth, on a day like today, you could just go ahead and short this thing to come on back down. So we are basically at a triple top with a nice W pattern, as I like to call it. So that's another one to keep on your radar. Netflix. Netflix has still been pushing. I still like this one long. I'm a buyer of dips on Netflix because Netflix has been known to buck the trend. Now, as you can see right here, I already have a sell order in for a vertical spread that I have. I think I have the 98 100 call spread. So anyway, I'm looking for that to possibly close out today or tomorrow, just depending on how Netflix acts. But I have so much time left that if this thing pulls back nicely, I'm going to add to the position. Pepsi and Coca-Cola, both I will go over. Okay, looks like Pepsi is at maybe an all-time high. Looks like that's what it may be. Right now, I'm looking at a 2-year weekly. Okay, but I'll go back to the daily. Yeah, pretty much sitting at the all-time high. So I'm looking for this one to maybe pull back. But this is one that if we get a super flush, this is one. If you have any long-term accounts, this is probably something I would add to it for those who have like IRA accounts or whatever. I do think this is a company that's going to be around for years to come. So that's one that I really like. But if I can get this thing to come on back down about $5, $6, $7, that's one I would look to enter long. But right now, with it being up this high, you don't really have any advantage if you were to go long. The advantage is to the downside. So if I were to do anything, especially in this market, I would take it short versus taking it long. But I do like this one long over the long term. With that said, we're going to pull up Coca-Cola with this pretty much same looking chart. They had the all times back here, pretty much almost got up to it right there. So 44, just a buck off the highs back then. I think they did pretty decent on earnings. This in TOS doesn't tell you too much about the reaction, but as you can see this morning, it's already gapping down. So the next one, Sanderson Farms. The thing about Sanderson Farms, look at this trend. Okay, this thing is just down, down, down. Now I know it's a little scrunched up here because I also try to see the pre-market. This is my prime short area right here. I was waiting for it to get up here and touch that last moving average, maybe peek through it. Today's a red day in the market, it looks like, so I will be going short Sanderson Farms. That one I will call out in chat, and I will put that on Twitter as well. The next one, Expedia. Sorry. Beautiful trend, man. Beautiful trend. For long-term swings, this one is, for me, is beautiful. They have earnings after the close today. So the reason this was in my notes is that you need to look at TRIP, TRIP, and CTRP as sympathy plays. Oh, and PCLN, Priceline. As sympathy plays based on Expedia. If Expedia beats and it rallies, those others are going to rally right along with it. If it misses pretty bad and it goes down, the others are coming with it. So this is a good sympathy play into tomorrow. All right. Just quickly, we will look at Priceline. Just, I mean, crazy chart. Trip. Okay. It's getting ready to come into earnings as well. So be careful and make sure you know your earnings. The next one, CTRP, which is the Chinese Priceline, I should say. Okay. You can see this one got up there quite high, big gap, and then coming back down. Next, that baby Google. Google is one that I do like for intraday or per se overnight swing. You can see that was what happened on earnings. Went up, came back down, retraced a bit. Here we go. Went up. I guess opened lower the next day and has been going up ever since. So Google is one I may be buyer of dips, but I want to see what this market holds because Google is going to move with the market. Okay, market goes down, Google goes down, and it moves quite fast. So this is one I may be watching intraday. If so, I'll call it in chat and on Twitter. One other thing we need to look at is XLF. Interest rates go up. I think the banks are going to do really well. I need to get rid of that. That's an old thing that I had written, so please don't worry about that. Gone. Anyway, so here we are. The XLF sector, this the financial sector, as you can see, it's just been going up. Really went up yesterday because if the interest rates go up, I guess they'll make a little bit more money. With that said, look at some of these. Okay, Citigroup. Okay, I'm already long Citigroup. As you can see, I've already got my order in to sell that position, but I will grab this one again on dips. JPM, same thing. Looks just like Citigroup. Had the trend coming down right here, just down, and then pretty much got through this little area of resistance right there, and here we are with this nice candle right there. So, like I said, that sector was strong. Morgan Stanley, pretty much a nice pop yesterday. Goldman Sachs, same thing. So financial sector was quite strong. All right. One of the ones I've been dying to get into is Under Armour, and I think I will be taking a stab at this one. Not too fond of some of this stuff, but it just keeps going up, up, up. Got a great pullback for about 3 days right here. Leveled off, had its earnings. Okay, so I really like that one. Let me see what Nike's doing, just in case. Nike, same thing. If I can get Nike to come on back down somewhere, maybe 125s or so. If I can get to my 21 EMA, I may start once it breaks the high of the previous day's candle. Other than that, it's just got to sit and wait. And for some reason, I had this ticker on my list. So United Rentals. I know what I saw. I saw this. That's sort of sorry, but I'm a bear, and I look for this more to fall down before breaking up through that trend line. But at the same time, I like this level here even better. Yeah, I like that better. So at 70, basically let's just say it's between 72, 72.50. If it holds there and continues, I'd be a buyer long. But if it breaks this level, I'm going short. All right. That's all I have right now, folks. You can always catch me over at watchhimtrade.com. You can follow me on Twitter at moneyflip with 2 P's at twitter.com. Okay? Good luck. Happy trading, guys.